Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined back by Miss Tessa Hartmann and her daughters, Tessie Hartmann and Tallia Storm.
Yay! The Scots are here.
You guys are in the house. How are you doing today? Welcome back. Welcome. What's going on?
Thank you. We're great. We're on holiday at the moment in Switzerland. This is where my husband grew up. We've had a lovely Christmas. We're enjoying the show. It's just started about a week, so we're just having great family time. And I've got my girls here because they live in London and I live in Jersey. So it's really nice to have the girls and my boys together. Although there has been quite a lot of fighting, but that comes with the territory at Christmas. But all good, David. All good.
I saw, yes, I've been seeing all of your posts on Instagram. So I've been like, it's nice to have the whole family together, right?
It's amazing. It's amazing. And it's gone so quickly already. I can't believe how fast it's gone. And yeah, it's been great.
We're a couple of tequilas deep. We are comfy and we just can't wait to get behind this velvet rope.
Listen, drink up. I love when people drink on my show. So it's 12 o'clock here. Not that that's not appropriate to have a tequila, but I'm having coffee. So you have a tequila and I'll have coffee and we'll just.
It is 5:04 here. So
6:04. 6:04.
I'm talking UK
time.
time.
UK time. Yes.
It's 5:04. So that's tequila time if you ask us.
Well, and actually my husband and I went on a ski trip today and we got caught in a snowstorm. So what do you do when you get caught in a snowstorm? You go to the bar.
Well, listen, I had a lot of vodkas last night myself. So I'm having a day myself. So I understand. So just drink up. What else has been going on? What have you been doing for the holidays? I mean, you guys have been skiing, you've been shopping. How's your holiday season been?
You know, it's great because, well, Switzerland means a lot for me because I met my husband here actually in a nightclub on a ski holiday. And we got engaged after 6 weeks, married after 6 months. And actually, you know, believe this, but today, the 29th of December is our 26th anniversary from the night we met in a drunken stupor in a nightclub.
Wow.
So, and these two wouldn't be here if it wasn't for this place.
The pictures look just amazing. I'm having like major envy of your holiday. But Real Housewives of Jersey, it's back. It's here. Season 2.
Season 2, you know what, it's back. It's a completely different vibe, I think. It was a completely different show to make. You know, I'm very grateful to be on Housewives. The first series was amazing, but it was a different trip this time, David. I'm not gonna lie, it was a different trip.
How so?
Well, I think, you know, we've changed cast members and, you know, a lot of the women saw each other. You know, I work full time, I'm a bit of a workaholic, as are my daughters, thankfully. And when I came back onto set, I did feel a little bit isolated. I didn't feel like they were friends just because I hadn't spent any time with them because I'm always working. And so there was a different vibe in the air, which I thought was a shame because I love having fun with the girls. And I did find it quite strenuous at times, but there was lots of good times too. But it was definitely a different vibe.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, I am a workaholic too, so I totally understand. Like, if there's one thing I'm addicted to, it's work. So I understand. So I mean, the other girls kind of like kept in touch with that when you guys weren't filming and like they texted each other. They like a group text, and
they were like hanging out, and that's fine. You know, the thing is, because you know what it's like when you're a working mom of 4. You know, I've grown up. My kids have grown up of mom not going to things because I'm always working, and that's fine. And so for all these other girls to hang out, I've got no problem with that. Absolutely no problem with that because you know they're not working. But when you come back into the fold and you join the set again, and it was a wee bit mean girly, you know, it's kind of like, oh God, really? Am I back at school? Because, you know, there's lots of in-jokes and stuff like that, which I felt was a little bit isolating. And I've, you know, quite frankly, I've got too much going on in my life with all my kids and my businesses and these 2 crazy chicks. I just, you know, I got on with the show.
You were kind of the one that they kind of iced out this season.
Oh, totally. I mean, there's no doubt about that. It was like, wow, you girls have made a wee pact here, haven't you?
I think you're missing the main point. I think you're taking too much responsibility blaming this on work. You weren't invited. Do you know what I mean? But
Yes, I wasn't.
there was a vendetta from the beginning. As soon as the first series ended, I think that it was too much the Hartman show, and I think they tried to form a little, you know what,
A wee gang.
and let's not get Tessa Hartman involved, which is fine because you're busy, but like
They're lost.
there's,
You had other things going on. Who were you most shocked at? That kind of, like who did you expect it from the least?
Do you know, I think several of them, because there was no real beef at the end of the first series. They came to the chalet party and we had great fun and we had a laugh and, it was really good fun. Ashley is like a completely different person. It's like, I don't know who she is or what's happened. Kate, I was really disappointed because I spent quite a lot of time trying to get her to reconnect with her son. And, I was always hesitant because I kind of suspected a different side to her, but I never brought it up. I never shared it. But you really saw it this season. And I was really disappointed in that because I thought, she was really mean and she pretends to be really nice. And I as a woman, I just get a wee bit disappointed. But then, you know what? Maybe that's naivety on my part because this is the Housewives show. And, when you're desperate for your 5 minutes of fame, you make anything up to get a storyline. And I feel that's what happened. And it is what it is.
I can't tell you how many first-year housewives I talked to after their first season, and they're like, I'm not going to change. It's never going to happen. And I'm like, I don't believe that. I mean, there are people that don't change. It's like, it's the fame, right? I mean, do you think that's really the motivating thing with some of these women?
I think the thing is, I'm very fortunate that I have these girls in my life. And, I think as Scottish people, we're very down to earth and we're very direct and we're very honest. And when we give our friendship, we are completely loyal. And that's the way I've taught my girls to be. So, I think when you come onto a show like this, if you're not true to yourself, the audience is more intelligent than all of us because they watch it and they might rewatch it, so they pick it up. So I'm quite confident that a lot of people watching this season will start to catch the flaws in the artistic license and they'll see the changes. I definitely don't think I've changed. I've got a dry, sometimes very sarcastic Scottish sense of humour, but I'm there for you and I'm all about family and work. And that's me. And, if you're going to come for me, like off camera, like a lot of them did, and have a go at my daughters, then I'm not going to be happy about that. If you're going to have a go at my family, then I'm going to be a bit frosty. But I don't ever feel that I've been vindictive or really bad to other women because that's just not my brand or my style.
Do you guys find it hard, like watching it, like when, people are coming for your mom or you're watching it on TV and you're like, God, they're really icing her out? Like, is that hard for you guys to watch?
Well, I wish that was the case, but if anything, they didn't really keep any of it in because it was so brutal. So I would have loved because me and Tessie were there for a lot of it, we saw it with our own eyes.
Yeah.
So the worst part of it is we're watching it back and it almost doesn't make sense because you see my mum get so emotional. You see all the other women being like, wow, I can't believe you said that. But then the viewer doesn't actually get to see what was said. So I think there's a lot of missing parts, but they can't have kept them in because it was so bad. Like there would be, you know what I mean? Like we've got to look out for my mum's mental health, and like you can't, like watching it, like when we were there in the day, we were like, how is this real? But so it's a shame. They really missed an opportunity here because I would have loved for everyone to see these nasty women in action. But if anything, it's a bit PG-13.
I think that's the disappointing thing because on the actual, on episode 2, it was really, I've been in business a long time. I've got a CBE from the Queen. I've spent my life supporting young women in business and designers and stuff. And I've never experienced anything like it. And it was like a 3-hour grueling around this dinner table. And when I left, I was so upset. And I'm not joking. I have not cried in a business meeting or anything to do with work ever in my entire life. And here I was for the first time, hold my hands up. I was so taken aback and I was so vulnerable because I couldn't believe the stuff they were saying.